Watch this one manga YouTuber. Her name is Manga Tama. Here she is. You should go subscribe to her. Her videos are very good, and she is one of my main inspirations for unretiring this channel. I watched her video about recommendations, and I kind of just watch her collection videos because her collection is like actually gigantinormous. One of the series I saw in her collection that I really was interested in was in this series called Boys Abyss. Now, I found it on Barnes & Noble. Problem is, this thing is $15. Listen, money's a little hard to come by nowadays. Anyways, so, description. Crossing between heavy, dark themes and a playful rom-com, this is a unique and engaging story meant for mature readers. Now, one thing about me, I love stories that deal with like mature themes and mental health and stuff. I love Takopi's Original Sin. I love stuff like that. It's all in my league. I'm also in the process of studying psychology. It's going pretty good. I'm learning some stuff. Self-serving adults and broken dreams push a teenage boy trapped in a dead end closer and closer towards the abyss. Reiji's life is as miserable as the town he can't escape. The most interesting thing that's ever happened there is a double down by the river. Does Reiji have any power over his fate, or will he too fall into the abyss? This sounds really cool. This sounds really interesting. Ever since I saw it, I've seen this in person. I wanted to buy it, but I instead bought I cross-dressed the IRL meetup. Best decision of my life, by the way. I regret absolutely nothing. If I remember correctly from Manga Tama's video, she said she didn't really care for it. By the way, all these recommendations come straight from Manga Tama. I watched her new video that she released back in January, and one of the recommendations was Love Bullet. And the way she described this sounds really interesting, and I really want to try it out. One fateful day, Koharu is saved from an ultimately end and reborn as Cupid. Her mission, bring love to humans and earn a second chance at life. So she's basically just Cupid, but modern problems call for modern solutions, and the Cupids of today have traded in their outdated bows and arrows for high velocity firearms. Koharu is happy to dutifully help others find love, but her eccentric mentors don't play by the book and will happily turn an argument over a love triangle into a battlefield of tactical matchmaking action. This concept just looks really interesting. Cupid with a gun. Can I say that word on YouTube? I'm gonna say it anyway. That sounds really cool. We're also gonna add this to the cart. Down here, I see Gachi Akata. Now, I was gonna mention Gachi Akata in my February manga haul video. I don't have it physically, but I've been keeping up with it online. Insane right now, honestly. I cannot wait till all of this gets adapted. This has been really cool. I heard it's getting a box set, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, turns out it is getting a box set. The season 1 box set, so I'm guessing this is just volumes that cover season 1. If my brain is working correctly. This looks really cool. Like, this is a really nice box set, man. I like this a lot. Yo, it comes with a bag? That's crazy. All that for $150 too? Yo, that's so good. Kaorana's just the GOAT, bro, I swear. There's also another series that I got recommended. It's called Welcome Back, Alice. I've been wanting to read this one pretty bad. I might just go ahead and buy it now. Low key. Honestly, let's just scroll through this section right here. Now, this series, though, I've seen this. It's green. The pages are green. The guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all. Really cool. I've always wanted it really bad since I've seen it. One thing I will say, $20 for one volume is kind of crazy. But for some reason, my location is set in California right now, so that might be why. I don't know. I've heard so much about Nana. I asked someone I know if it's worth to watch it. They said that they don't like the ending or something like that. And I heard that, and I was like, okay, I'm used to endings that I don't really like, such as Violet Evergarden. Listen, Violet Evergarden is like my second favorite anime of all time. I do not like that final movie. I think that final movie was weird. I think the whole thing there was weird. I don't really like it. Spoilers, by the way, for Violet Evergarden. I'm gonna say it in 3, 2, 1. If you ask me, I think Gilbert should just stay dead, low-key. I don't like how they just were like, oh, well, I just magically survived and now I'm just been sitting on this island for years. That ship is just insane to me because he literally knew her when she was like a kid. and then all of a sudden they meet back up years later, and they just like apparently like love each other romantically. So if I was the author, right, and I had to put her in a relationship with another character, for me it would have either been the dude from the Sky, I forgot his name, but I'll put a picture of him, or the one girl from the all girls school from that one OVA. Though either of those two would have been miles better. By Eri and Look Back, both by Tatsuki Fujimoto. Fujimoto's writing, I really like Fujimoto's writing. I've been wanting to watch Look Back. I'm gonna do that soon. And Goodbye Eri, I've been wanting to read too, like for a while. Speaking of which, let's go to his profile. Fire Punch, not Fire Punch. I've heard a lot about Fire Punch. I've seen so many people say, oh my gosh, this is the most peakest thing ever. I want to read it. I just don't know when I'll read it, but I'll read it one day. Novels. Bro, Solo Leveling. I have so much to say about Solo Leveling. I've seen Solo Leveling get like an ungodly amount of hate. My thing is with Solo Leveling, it literally does not have a storyline in the slightest. I will say though, it is entertaining. Like it genuinely is. Like the flashy effects, like that's all I need to like a show, man. It doesn't take much for me to like something. Really cool. I was really hyped during that Jinwoo vs Beru fight. That was crazy. Dude, the Berserk series, I would read it, but I just don't know if I can take all that, you know what I mean? I've heard nothing but good things about Berserk. It's just that I don't know yet, man. Vinland Saga, I have volume 1. I want to finish it. I was gonna like check this volume out right here, the Vinland Saga Deluxe at the library, but I looked away for 5 seconds and someone just took it from me. So I was like, damn. JJK volume 30. Man, I forgot the series ended already. That's crazy. Well, I mean, it didn't really finish. There's like JJK like Mojuro or something. Mojuro, something like that. I don't know if I'm gonna follow along with it once it happens, but you know. Yo, Steel Ball Run. I really need to get back into JoJo. Dude, I've been on part 2 since like 2020. I was watching it, but then I just stopped for some reason. I can't finish anything for shit, man. Fragrant Flower. Boy, do I have things to say about Fragrant Flower. I genuinely despise Fragrant Flower with every single bone in my body, bro. I think every single character is annoying. It's literally the most generic anime ever, and it's so boring. It's literally mind-numbingly boring, bro. I get angry just thinking about this show. I watched 6 whole stupid episodes of this anime. Literally the most bored I've ever been watching a show before. I have no clue how it even got that popular, bro. And yes, I'm getting genuinely heated over this. This YouTube channel is all for Fragrant Flower slander, bro. I do not like this series. Yo, Omori has a manga? I swear that was a game. Yeah, that was a game. That is crazy. Yo, we got some like crazy. I think I might have to blur. Hold on, I just need to read this title. Azumi-chan is interested in lesbian brothels. Sounds interesting. Here's something else I've always seen. Ruby. I've heard a lot about Ruby. I don't know if it's good or not, but I've just always been interested in Ruby. I remember seeing it back in like, I used to play Robeats back in the day, and they used to have like Ruby songs on there. Monsters known as the Grimm are wreaking havoc on the world of Remnant, and Ruby Rose seeks to become a huntress, someone who eliminates the Grimm and protects the land. She enrolls at Beacon Academy, eager for the test and combat challenges to come. Ruby knows she has the talent to achieve her goal, but she is ready to clash with Waste Shini, a fellow student in the haughty Shion of the Shini Does Company. I've always just really wanted to watch this. Yeah, I might watch it, I read it, who knows. It's only $12.99, so that price isn't even that bad. I've heard good things about the show, My Happy Marriage. From people who watch this show, apparently it's like really good. I don't know though. I don't know, I just could never really do romances like that. I can only do romances like kind of sometimes. Like there's only some romances I can really get down with. Licorice Recoil, bro. I've always seen this on like the Crunchyroll front page back when I still had Crunchyroll. And it always looked interesting. I have no clue what it's about. Japan, a nation where vicious crimes and terror have been all but eliminated. And who keeps the peace? I'm just not watching this. Days with My Stepsister? We can't be serious. We as a society have to like just stop. When high schooler Yuta Asamura learns his father's plans to remarry, he's not too bothered by the idea until he finds out his future stepmom has a daughter, and her name is Saki. And to Yuta's surprise, she's a beauty who made a reputation for herself as an unapproachable bad girl. But as he gets to know her, he realizes she's not the person everyone says she is. Could he be the one she finally opens her heart to? I don't know if they mean that in a romantic way or like in like a sibling way, but I don't think I'm gonna be reading this. If I see anything about step siblings, I'm automatically out, bro. I'm out like that. I'm out. I think we're just gonna leave the video up there. This video was meant to be more of like a warning toward what is coming next. Listen, I'm not a manga YouTube channel. This is just gonna be a component of the channel. So do not be shocked when you see some crazy video title in your subscription feed, okay? Please. But yeah, thank you all for the support. This has been insane. I'll catch y'all later.